Last time, exploring the jungles of Chult. Beyond the opulent gates of Wakanga's villa in the wealthy merchant ward of Port Nyanzaru, destiny began to unfurl its map for our adventurers. The grandeur of Wakanga's great hall was more than just gold and gems. It held revelations. Melian met a reunion with her mother, Vesper, experiencing a dance of emotions swirling between the joy of reunion and the dread of the death curse's insidious grip, as well as her mother's callousness. Vesper's fierce protectiveness clashed with Melian's newfound confidence, but it was Vivacity's fervent testimony of Melian's feats, notably the felling of a dragon, that bridged the chasm between mother and daughter, reframing their bond and Vesper's measure of her daughter. Yet, as one chapter closed, Syndra opened another to unveil the disturbing reality. Souls were being ensnared in limbo by the Soulmonger somehow, but its whereabouts? Somewhere deep in the treacherous embrace of Chult's jungles. The pursuit of power saw the party haggling with Wakanga. However, the merchant prince's steep prices and Dr. O's daring proclamation to craft her own magical items added a bit of tension to the atmosphere, drawing a thin line between alliance and contention for the merchant prince's trade. As they prepared to leave, Aku, their guide, implored the party for a detour on the way to Orolunga, to help Aku complete an oath of hers by ridding Mbala of its malevolent heart of corruption and a great evil, Nanny Poo-Poo. The heroes, however, were torn between this plea and their primary mission against the death curse. Their hesitation cast a shadow on Aku's esteem for them, as they could not or would not commit to her cause just yet. Thus, with mixed emotions and the feral wilderness of Chult before them, they now set out on the river Shoshenstar upon canoe. Guided by Mr. Bubble's efforts, they made their first foray into the jungle's depths where both promise and peril.
I don't think we actually needed our canoe.
No,
because I was
don't
walking.
need the canoe. He's just walking.
But we do have canoes.
Just in case. We did a lot of things just in case.
We did. Sorry to take the steam out of your sail.
One moment to switch mood. Ironscape is like, oh, for some reason.
That's sad.
Okay. And thus brings us to the present moment, where a deep tranquil silence befalls our group as a rhythmic splash of paddles interrupts the serene sounds of the jungle. Before them stretches the meandering river Shoshenstar, its waters shimmering under the dappled light filtering through the dense canopy above. Giant ferns and twisted vines line the riverbanks, their emerald shades mirroring the hues of the water. The air is thick, carrying the intoxicating scent of blooming jungle flowers and the faint musk of unseen creatures. In the distance, a toucan's raucous call resonates, answered by the haunting hoot of a distant monkey. The sprawling jungle of Chult reveals itself in layers, a vast green tapestry embroidered with mysteries and legends. But it's not just the allure of the wild that captures their attention. Right, so we are right here on the map. And we have traveling that we are undergoing.
Right.
Yes.
So, I was thinking about the traveling. I think a decent way to go about it is, unless stated otherwise, I'm just going to have people keeping watch. Like, if you're not really sure what you want to do, instead of kind of like taking time to figure something out, we could probably just have it keep watch as like the default. Other than that, with the tracking of like water and rations and everything, someone's gonna have to just keep track of that. And I know Dr. O, you have the wagon, so I think you would be useful for that.
Yeah, I can do that.
It is, what was it? I think it was 4 gallons. It was either 2 or 4 gallons of water that people had to drink.
I think it's 2 per leg.
Yeah, 2 per leg. Okay, that sounds right.
Also, we could totally just dip the keg in the river and then purify it, right? With purify food and drink.
Yeah, that would work for the water.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very useful in survival campaigns like that. Yeah.
And it's a ritual spell, so I can cast it without spending anything.
Very nice.
Total life hacks.
Okay. So, I think we did the full day of travel.
Yep, and got 2 hexes.
And we traveled 15 miles. So I think each hex is 10 miles. Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm starting to realize the scale of the place.
oh yeah.
Of Chult.
My map. You all see the map, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. 300 rations, 1 keg.
4
is
collectors.
Yep, and I did the notation for that.
Because we didn't realize just how much we had to drink, could we say we had bought a second keg for storage of water?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a pint or something.
Since a keg is just so mundane.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. We just didn't realize how much we'd go through,
Yep,
so
absolutely.
okay.
Okay, so
Alright, you charged
we'll
us
have
50 for
2
it last time.
kegs.
Yeah. We had plenty of gold, so no big deal, but thank you. Figured I'd ask. I got you off, babe.
Gotcha.
Thank you, sir. Just for storage's sake. Because we have 4 collectors and 1 keg. Like, come on.
Okay,
Come on, bro.
got that tracked. Mr. Bubbles does not need to eat or drink
Correct.
water.
Yeah.
But you do have the insect repellent, the salve.
I have to... Okay.
Right? I mean, for everybody else, because we did not actually apply that. Assuming everybody is applying that.
Oh,
yeah, it's 1 per day, isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, I think Dr. Offbay won't.
Okay, so
That's
just
food for her.
knocked Vivacity and Melian. Okay.
I mean, technically, so if insects try to like eat from Dr. Offbay, does that mean she has to eat less food rations? Because they would just get eaten by her.
I'm not gonna get into that.
All
That's
right,
a bit
fine.
too much. That's a bit too much to remember.
Fine. I was just getting rid. I was getting my arguing pants on.
Oh, oh.
But I know you wouldn't argue, so you're just like,
Yeah, that's just
Fuck you.
with
You're just like,
everything that we're gonna have to
"Fuck you,
remember. That's
sweet."
just a little bit too much busy work.
yeah, that's why I like you.
Okay, so we are camping for the night. Melian and Noct both kept watch.
Mm-hmm.
And
We
me,
can do.
well, not during the day, but at night, I'm always awake. Always watching.
I need you to calm down.
Never.
Please don't go crazy, Mr. Bubbles. We can't handle that.
What do you mean?
Melian and Noct, please, both of you make me a wisdom perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh,
Yes.
Scheisse.
I think what you mean is don't go sane, because I think that's what Mr. Bubbles can't handle himself.
You said perception wisdom?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a second.
Rip. Oh,
Oh
All
my
right.
god.
26. Very nice.
that's
Damn.
for you, maybe.
So you get 3 properties and can improve any one. So you got hidden, defendable, and comfortable for your camp. Do you want to improve any of those?
Is it possible to improve the hidden to add
Yes.
the DC?
Yep. So improving hidden brings the DC from 15 to 20.
Shall I be against that?
Oh yeah.
No, I wouldn't be against that.
Nope. I mean,
I know.
yes, I agree with it. Sorry.
Cool.
That's what I meant.
You know, Mel and I, we were at a Halloween party last night. We're tired.
I was all, man, I was up until so late. I think just, this whole switch to the early time has been rough, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
We'll
it's
get
for the
used to it
best, but
eventually.
it's just been rough.
We'll get used to it eventually, but it's going to take me a while for sure.
It's
It's crazy because I'm a teacher, so I should be used to waking up this early, but
Oh,
not on
man.
a Sunday. Not
Yeah,
on a
not on
Sunday.
Not on a Sunday.
Not on a
Right.
Sunday.
Yep.
Them sleeping in days.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a church girl.
Lazy
Because-
Sunday.
Yes, I do agree. We should make
Okay.
it more hidden.
All right, yeah.
Okay.
I'll improve
And you
it.
may improve another, so you could improve defendable. Comfortable doesn't really do anything. Okay.
Wow, you don't care if we're comfortable?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
think
not
it's
gonna.
good.
Yeah, either it's comfortable or it's not. There's not really a way
Got
to
'em.
improve. Yeah. Okay.
Called you out.
I don't know, we could put a little blanket down or something.
Make us some hammocks.
Yeah, oh, hammocks. We are in Chult when in Chult there's the Chultans do.
I'm just saying, we have a magical bubble and we have a magical wagon that has bedrooms in it.
Right.
How comfortable do we need this?
Yeah, that's true. I suppose like inside the wagon would always be comfortable, probably. It's more just about probably
anything-
finding a spot to set down.
Yeah.
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 I guess the fender boy there is hidden.
I would like to set the thing down overnight.
You wanna
That would be
hold it?
nice. No, I don't.
He just carries it through the night. He's the
I would
night
like
bus.
to set it down overnight. I think if I held it at all times, Nomad would very reasonably make me exhausted eventually.
Yeah.
Your joints would like rust.
Yeah,
Got oil for that,
I
it's
mean,
fine.
yeah, we could probably get, like, if he would do rust, then I could probably be like, but I could do oil. But no, he'd probably just be like, no, you can't just hold it 100% of the time. Stop it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair.
And I'd be like, you know what? That's fair. Because I'm a reasonable person when it comes to D&D.
Sometimes.
No, I argue for the unreasonable so that when the DM suggests something reasonable, I can compromise.
Take me
There
over
you
the
go.
photo.
I start. It's a negotiation, you know.
Mr. B's playing chess. We're all just playing checkers.
I say something unreasonable. The DM says no, and I go, you know, that's fair.
All right, so you are able to make 15 miles into Chult before it reaches 7 o'clock p.m. Now, you can continue because technically you have not completed a full day's worth of travel, but then you would be traveling into the night, and it would kind of mess with a sleep schedule for long resting. Because
No,
remember,
we
you
don't
have to
need to do
wait
that.
24 hours before you can do a long rest again.
Yeah, no, we don't need to do that.
Okay.
No.
So settling down at 7 p.m., making camp, find it after an hour, so 8 o'clock p.m. Darkness has come. Would you like to start your long rest, or would you like to do camp activities?
You
Probably
might-
do camp activities, right?
Yeah.
So
I
you
would
can
like
do
to that.
those. You can do 2 of those camp activities during the long rest. For
How long
Melian,
do
it
we
would
have
be-
until it messes with our sleep schedule?
So you can only take a long rest every 24 hours. So if you're starting your long
Right.
rest right now at 8 o'clock, you have to wait until 8 o'clock p.m. tomorrow to do
Yeah,
another
you were just
long
talking
rest.
about stuff's messing with our sleep schedule. I'm just trying to keep. I don't want to mess with. Like, I'm saying out of character, we don't need to like be messing with stuff. So whatever standard stuff, we just want to leave it as standard as possible because we're
Okay.
not like trying to mess with stuff too much.
Gotcha.
Unless someone has unless someone else feels strongly about it.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah. Yeah.
Okay. So,
So that's why I'm just trying. Like you're giving us the options, but I'm just like I just don't want to mess with it.
yeah,
So whatever the normal thing is for this.
I would say. Well, so sunrise is.
So if you give us like one camp activity, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Or
sunrise
whatever.
is like 6 a.m. So just counting backwards from that, standard would probably be 9 to
10
10 p.m. starting.
so
So it's
one
8 p.m.
activity?
So you all have like pretty much a free hour or two.
Okay,
but then
it just matters
remember-
for.
yep.
It
But
only
then
matters
remember
because of
when
Actor
you're-
Off Base crafting and my training.
Yep.
That's
And then
all.
remember when you're actually doing the long rest, you can perform activities during that as well. You just you need 6 hours of sleep, and
Or
then that leaves you
motionless.
2 hours of light activity. For Mr. Bubbles and Melian, you have 4 hours of sleep and then 4 hours of possible activity.
Yeah, so I mean, whatever time before the rest that I can do like mobile training and the Off Base can do crafting and whatever else,
Okay.
then we'll do that. Yep.
All right. So we'll add an hour to those.
Sweet. Can't wait to get mobile. Mobile's gonna be so badass for me in like 2 years when I get it.
I couldn't see my inventory, especially last game, for crafting purposes in particular. I did write down what I wanted to have spent money on before we had left in chat. I don't know if it's possible or doable, but at least the gloves, that's what Dr. Offbay would work on now.
Okay.
Assuming that's fine.
Yeah. We could probably do that retroactively. I'll make a...
Alright, thank you. Does this one have a little tracker thing for projects?
Yep.
What's that in now?
That is in the party sheet. On the downtime tab.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and I only see mine. Oh, okay.
If an hour's enough to do one downtime activity, I think I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I want to set traps.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Okay, now he's gonna talk to Brockton and see where they're laying these traps. Because I want to go, I want to go hunting nearby. Because I need to feed the owlbear. They cannot eat our rations.
True.
We're gonna go hungry in 3 days.
You gotta feed fluffy snowballs.
Sir,
Sir.
excuse me,
I'm
sir.
I'm sorry.
Sir,
Sir.
fluffy
Wow.
Sir,
snowball. The third.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I really want to make a character now that's based off of Sir. So the dapper owlbear.
I love that with the top hat and a monocle.
Top hat, monocle, the full like black and white suit.
Oh my god, that's
Oh my god.
Max out deception, so everybody thinks that he's just a druid, is polymorphed.
Yeah, just going like full Sir Barrington.
Yes.
Nice.
okay. Let's just make that a plan for the future for not. At the end of this campaign, we need to achieve that.
All you need is like a unique hook for that character, and then it won't seem like a total like ripoff of Sir Barrington. It'll be perfect.
Okay, anyone else doing anything with that hour?
Is it just 1 hour?
Ooh,
Yeah, 1 hour before the
Shadow.
Yes.
for the
You could
long
be-
rest.
You could do like warlock telepathy instead of having a servant.
Yes.
And then you could actually be speaking to people directly. So just have a really high intelligence owlbear.
Yes.
Who's
Little
speaking common to
bubbles. Me and little bubbles are gonna work on the gloves.
And I'm just doing parkour around the camp, training mobile. Parkour.
Creating mini earthquakes.
Just running around, repeating parkour.
Alright, what is the watch order?
Mr.
Dr.
Bubbles watches
Offbay.
all night.
Doesn't watch at all.
Okay.
I always watch for Dr. Offbay.
So
I
who's...
can take first watch.
Okay. Melian
I'll take second.
and Wrecker. So, Melian, you only need 4 hours for your trance.
Mm-hmm.
And then... you could probably watch the first 4, and then Brecker can watch the next 2. Who's going to take the last 1 or 2?
I'll be there
Okay.
either way.
I can.
Okay.
Everyone else is supplementary, just to keep that in mind. I'm always there, always watching.
So, Viv, do you want to make the protective bubble?
Wait. Oh yeah, my tiny hut. Yeah, I would love to make my tiny hut.
Tut tut.
Bubble, bubble.
Okay.
Do I need to press anything?
I think that's a first level spell slot. No,
I
that's
think you
think
do
it's a
need
third.
ritual.
that's a third. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a big spell.
So
No,
we'll just
big
do
boy.
that. Okay.
But before we're resting, so it'll come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So why click anything at all?
You just need to save it once, like save it for the day.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So Bubble is bubbling. She is teal. She is glittery. You know, what more can we want?
That's what we want
That's exactly. We want a beautiful teal glittery bubble
in the middle of the forest.
in the middle of the forest. Yes. Well, yes.
So you all set down for the night as the darkness of evening casts its shadows over the lands of Chult. You have reached just into the mouth of the bay of the river Soshenstar going into Port Nyanzaru, the Bay of Chult. Found a nice little comfortable spot, nicely hidden, easily defendable, comfortable little beachhead. And as Vivacity casts Leoman's tiny hut over your group, along with the war wagon, you all settle down, tending to your individual tasks, these little rituals that you perform before resting every evening. At 9 p.m., you begin your rest.
You want me to roll with survival check to set the DC for the traps?
Yeah, go ahead and do that. And Melian,
Oh,
you to make me a wisdom survival check. Hunting and foraging.
Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you can.
Am I inspired by this?
What is the... what's
You
the
just
damage?
re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Much
Okay, with
better.
a 17. Cool. Ooh, you find 4 rations worth. Add that to the rations in the wagon fortress.
Are we considering like that the whatever the owlbear eats? Or
Sure.
no?
Yeah, definitely. Right. And the traps are set on that 20. Very nice. Mr. B gains credit to training, and then Dr. O gains credit to crafting gloves.
I
We
put the credit
start-
in already.
Awesome. And we start our rest.
I don't know how to put the credit inside.
That's all right. I'm making notes, and then I'll allocate everything. All right. 4 hours pass. Unbroken. Nothing happening. We can wake Brecker up.
Knocked.
Who?
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Who?
We communicate across thousands of miles.
Yep. My bad. We can wake up knocked.
Wake up.
Mel just like,
We just have a teleportation stone ready for breakfast.
Brecker, wake up.
It was all just a dream.
Record's like, oh, I had the worst dream.
You're still
I
with
dreamed
all
I
your
got
favorite
replaced
people.
by an owl.
Damn.
Anyways. I wake up. Doing what?
Knocked. Make me a perception check.
Ooh.
Noct sees everything.
Work.
You keep
He
an
is
eye.
an owl.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
360.
You keep an eye on the surrounding areas, trying to pay attention to the sounds you hear, and though you are in unfamiliar territory and maybe somewhat anxious, not knowing exactly what all of these sounds are yet, you don't see anything that causes you feel any danger. The next 2 hours pass uneventful. It becomes time to wake up Viv.
What? Huh?
Your turn.
You're not having me make any checks? Are you just assuming that I see everything?
If I need a check, I will ask for one.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Same thing with Viv. An uneventful night and evening.
Oh, wow.
Do I need to roll anything?
No.
Cool. We chilling then.
Right. Before dawn of the next day at 5 a.m., you all wake up. Take about an hour to break your camp. Break it down and
break
get
things
ready
faster
for,
than that.
yep, make breakfast and everything. So,
You mean Droop makes breakfast?
yeah. So we would have had
Oh, you're destroying them. Okay.
4 from traveling yesterday. And then breakfast would take half a ration, unless you want Droop to make your special... He can cook a hearty meal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down for Droop to cook.
Thank you.
Yum.
So the
Boy, is
hearty
this-
meal, if
Delicious.
on a success for the hearty meal, each person partaking of the meal regains a quarter of their maximum hit dice. You don't really need that right now. It doesn't do much.
Don't, but I like eating good.
Okay. So that would be 3 total rations to make that.
No.
What we'll do is the next time you guys roll a hit dice, it's the maximum.
Ooh.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Make a note. All right. So it is morning, and you all complete your long rest. Do whatever you need to at the start of your day, preparing spells, applying anything that you need for the day. We can get back to it.
Sorry, excuse my cat. She's been crazy today.
Cute.
So are we doing any of that? Are we doing any preparations?
No, I'm good.
I think I'm alright.
My spells are fine.
Give me just a second. I think I did want to change something real quick. Give me just a moment. Give me just a second, guys.
Yep, no worries.
Yes. I cannot find a spell. I wanna get absorb elements. Oh no, it's there. Never mind.
It's a good spell.
Alright, we good?
Yeah, I don't see speak with animals. I think I switched that. I switched good bear
Okay.
for that.
There we go.
Thank you.
Are you preparing that one?
Yes.
You have... You can prepare 10, I think? Two, three, 5, 6, 9, 10. You already have 10 spells prepared, so you'd have to unprepare one.
Yeah, I want to prepare good berry.
Okay. Excellent. What's this? What? There. Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Alright, we're going to travel once again. Melian, where are we going? What direction?
Let's see. Can you pop up the map again, please?
Right there.
Oh, got it. All right.
And towards Mambala, right?
Yes, where are we? Okay, so we're still over there, right?
We're at the top of the river.
Okay, gotcha. So, let's just keep going down the river path.
Okay. What pace are you traveling? Fast, normal, or slow?
Normal.
Okay. Mr. B is going to be driving a wagon. Aku will navigate. Melian, what are you doing? Not, or let's do it this way. Melian, Noct, Dr. O, and Viv. Do you want to do anything specific for the travel activity?
Me and little Bubbles are crafting, baby.
I want to keep watch.
Yep.
Let me double check real quick, see what the activities are. Give me a second. I think I'll go to scout this time.
Ooh, okay. Viv.
I think. I think I'm going to also keep watch.
Okay. Mr. Bubbles, please make me a dexterity animal handling check. Melian and Vivacity, wisdom perception checks. And Noct, an intelligence investigation check.
All right. Ooh, not bad.
Yeah.
Damn. That's rough. The rolls are not rolling today.
Solid, though.
I think we did well there.
All right. You make some good progress. 20, or Melian, how long are you traveling? How many hours? 3 or 5? Or 3, 4, or 5?
I think we should do the most with
Okay.
with hours we have, so 5.
Okay, so with 5 hours of travel, you are able to travel 20 miles.
Good time.
And at 11 o'clock a.m. is when you would stop. And you appear to have made your way unimpeded. We are now...
Everything's too afraid of me.
Got right there. Stopping for the midday break, everybody needs to drink 2 gallons of water at this time.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Do you want me to take care of that? Because I'm fine doing it.
Glug, glug, glug.
Can you open the keg window? Do you have do you have an actions tab on the keg?
I
Or no?
do not think
You don't?
that I do. No.
Okay, so you probably would
Oh,
need...
yes, I do.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, do you see where it has, like, the drink water?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and click that as many times. Yeah. 4.
4.
Should be... I have each one of those. Yeah, okay, so this keg is a half barrel which holds 16 gallons. That should be 32 dots, so each one is a gallon. It's the...
Yeah, but shouldn't we be drinking a half gallon right now, not the full gallon?
Okay. At the end of each day, any character every character needs 2 gallons per day, not 2 gallons per travel. So yeah, we're good. Because each one of those dots is a gallon. Okay. And then you stop for your...
Does that mean we've drinking all the water we need to drink for the day? I'm
Nope.
slightly lost.
So one of those dots is a gallon. You did a half-day travel yesterday, and then you did a half-day travel today, which is why there's 8 taken.
So we drink 2 gallons a day. Okay.
Yep.
Cool, cool.
Yep. Okay. So then stopping for your midday break, how long do you want to stop for? 1 or 2 hours? Melian.
I think just 1 hour.
Okay. And continuing on your travel, you have 3 days left for the traveling day. Or do you want to push further?
So it's currently noon, right?
Yes.
All right. And if we push further, what happens again? Sorry.
If you push further out, it'll be a forced march. So you can travel for 8 hours in a day. If you want to push further than that, like if you want to do 1 more hour, you just have to make constitution checks, and if you fail the constitution check, you gain exhaustion.
Oh, gotcha. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to push forward, like a little bit more?
I don't like pushing here. I like
I
just.
don't want to be exhausted, so.
Alright, so regular it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
For another 3 hours. Traveling along the river Star. Once again, unimpeded. I need... travel for 20 miles. Mr. B, another dexterity, animal handling, Melian and vivacity, wisdom perception, and knocked, intelligence investigation.
Ugh. It was almost a 20.
Wait, which one am I doing?
Wisdom perception.
Good perception.
Yep, for your
gotcha.
keep watch.
Oh,
Please, the rolls are not rolling today.
Hey, better roll bad
I
right
think-
now than at combat.
They gave you solid rolls earlier and you insulted them, and now.
we have offended the dice gods. We must offer up a sacrifice.
All right. Who's gonna do it? No, you can't sacrifice my son.
He volunteered.
What if I said let's sacrifice Sir Fluffy McSnowball III? How would you feel? Exactly.
I would cast
Would eat us.
Yes.
Damn well.
All right, you make it 12 miles for the 3 hours that you travel. Right there. All right, making your way well within, unimpeded so far. It appears at least this area of the jungle is not met with too much danger. But it is 3:00 p.m. when you must finish your traveling. At this time, to figure out what type of camp you find, I need a wisdom perception check made at disadvantage from Melian and Vivacity. And then I need a intelligence investigation check from Knocked, made normally.
Okay.
Disadvantage is it have my rolls not been bad enough? Lord.
Ooh.
Wow. Wait,
Okay.
I forgot to do it with disadvantage. Shit.
Well, you rolled a
Well,
one.
I got a one.
You roll a 1, so you can't get lower than that.
Doesn't get more disadvantage than that, I fear.
All right, so you get well over 26. So you get the same as before, all of the properties, or 3 properties, and then you can improve any of them. Oh, damn, same thing as before, hidden, defendable, and comfortable. So you can improve 2, which would be the hidden and defendable, just as before.
Yep.
All right, excellent. So, are we going to be deviating from this type of traveling at all, or we can kind of expedite it by just making those same decisions? So traveling at a normal pace, first leg is 5 hours, stopping for 1, and then continuing for 3. You want to do any... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do
I'm okay with that.
We'll do that as the default.
Sounds good to me.
Yep, I like that.
Okay. And it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so you have to wait until 9 p.m. before you can do your rest. What do you guys want to do?
Do we have access to this map that we see?
Yes, this is the map that Syndra gave you.
All right, gotcha. I want to ask Echo about the skull mark. Like, I mean, we're eventually gonna get pretty close to that, and I kind of don't know what is going on with that.
Oh,
They have information.
this is a very, very good map. Wow, I would keep this very close. There are many in Port Nyanzaru who would wish to take it from you. By dangerous means. The skull marks. Oh, those, that is typically where the undead tend to roam.
No, not the end.
Oh, good to know. I'm gonna share this information with everyone. Alright, so I do think that we need to be extra careful whenever we're crossing this area.
I agree.
Can the undead swim?
Can they swim? I like this silence.
I look at Echo and Nog.
Don't they technically float?
Would I know anything about the swimming abilities of undead?
Make me proficient religion checks.
Which I have now! So, don't let these. Oh shit. Right. Hang on, give me a second. There we go.
Imagine like coming up and saying like, oh yeah,
Shit.
they're like silver medalists, Olympians.
Does it mean I'm gonna roll well all the time?
Can they guide me?
You're really not certain. You get the sense that like undead probably aren't around water very much where you'd have to worry about it, but then again, you never know.
There's been enough cases of undead near large bodies of water for me to be able to give you a professional estimate. Professional answer. Sorry.
So I do have the option of becoming a crocodile or a shark. Can I bite them?
Assuming it's fine, Dr. Alfei is just going to continue her crafting work
Okay.
with little bubbles.
If you do decide to turn into a shark or some other creature and start chomping on the undead, do tell me how they taste. I find it quite curious.
Yeah, sure. Dr. O, do you want to know as well?
No, thank you. I don't care much for the undead.
Gotcha.
She'll like sigh exasperatedly, like. Oh.
And I purchased a book, didn't I? You said
Yes, I believe.
it was about. Let's see it here.
Purchased a lot of books.
Is it in the inventory of the party or the wagon?
I don't think any of us noted them down. Like, it's not in the wagon. I don't even think I wrote that I have the pile of books. It should have been in the wagon, though. I bought 12. I think you bought 1.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if it was
Potion making, I think.
Oh, okay.
I have a note
gotcha.
I have a note about potion making, and Mr. B got a picture book.
Oh.
Alright, 14 books.
Alright, so as we settle down, I want to read the book.
Okay.
I'm adding it to the wagon.
Noct is just going to do a little flight around the area for his 3 hours to kind of get a feel for the terrain.
Okay.
Mary's gonna look up and he's gonna go like, one day I'm gonna learn how to do the whole flying thing.
Wait, did I get any books? I feel like I bought a book or something.
Yeah, you got a songbook for the Bandor.
Oh yeah, I want to look at that and maybe practice a little bit before we sleep.
And or songbook.
So I'm just strumming away, practicing some chords, singing along, learning some new lyrics, doing that thing. Campfire songs, yeah.
How many books did I buy? Do you have that notated, Nomad? I'm pretty sure it was 12, but I don't know.
I have a note that says 300 gold pieces, and then I have books on Chult, but I don't think that's connected.
Okay. I think it was 12, so I'm just gonna write 12.
Could be.
Especially because they're just generic books anyway.
Okay. So, as you are reading these books, you are basically doing research. Please, let's see, anyone that's reading their books trying to learn information, so that would probably be Melian and Dr. O, you can make an intelligence check with a +1 bonus per 50 gold pieces spent. So that would be like you paying for the books, essentially. Melian, you can get a +1. Dr. O, you can get a +6 for your maximum.
Dr. Offbay is crafting.
Oh, you're crafting. Okay.
Yep.
Melian, go ahead and make me an intelligence check +1.
Okay. Intelligence check. Oh, that's the name, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do I change the plus? Because mine shows +4.
Go to the modifier and type in 1 by the dice, the modifier on the bottom left.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. Right, with a 17. You get to learn 2 pieces of lore. And you have basically potion making. Let's see.
How long are we doing this? Like 5 hours?
Yeah, 5 hours worth. I'm gonna make a note for that, Melian, and I'll let you know.
No problem.
Okay. So, after 5 hours, it gets to the time of the night where you can get back to doing your rest. And are we doing anything different for watch order?
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah, I'm really getting it.
Alright.
I'm just always there, off base, doing nothing. The other
Excuse
three.
me. Excuse me.
I mean, you're not doing any watch stuff. I mean, you're not doing watch things.
I'm just saying. Watch what you're saying over there.
You're doing
Context.
important craft things, not watch. I meant specifically about watch. Man. Damn.
Okay. Melian takes the first watch. Please roll me a d20 and then make me a wisdom perception check. And Mr. Bubbles can make me a wisdom perception check as well.
Lost fear.
What? Oh, I did get disconnected. Hold on. I was too cocky last time, so they're like, let me keep you up this time.
I just had to humble you real quick.
You're being targeted. You're being targeted.
Being deep. He's doing that.
You're back in.
It won't happen again.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
As you are all sitting here, after about 3 hours in, Melian and Mr. B, you hear an odd noise. There's a flapping of wings from a tiny creature,
Don't look at me.
but it doesn't seem like a bird or anything. You look,
Mac, you're really big.
you look
You need
up
to shrink your person.
and around because there's a little bit of slithering along with it. It seems to be coming from the same direction. The same creature slithering, hissing, and then the flapping of tiny wings. You see what looks to be a flying snake. Hanging around the area, but it does not see you as you are comfortably hidden and defended. Do you do anything?
No,
How far
man,
away?
just let him
Oh,
pass
it's.
by.
I see it.
He's living his life.
No.
No, Mr. Bugs. There's no need to hurt this snake. He is
He
not
said,
hurt.
"Do we do anything?"
Also, I do feel kind of like Mr. Bubbles is probably like that
No.
aggro mob you walk by and just like it runs at you.
You blame me for assuming that you meant no mercy.
I don't blame you, but I was answering his question.
Okay, because I thought you were answering me when I said just let's leave him alone, and you were like no.
No. He got too
No.
close, he must die.
No, man.
Almost die.
If it looks like it's going to be aggressive at us, if it gets within 20 feet, I'm gonna rocket grab it.
Okay. It does look like it's hunting right now, but it has not spotted you because it cannot see you.
Yeah. So just if it if it appears aggressive,
Okay.
that's all. I'll observe it. I'll keep an eye.
Dr. Offbase technically in her lab.
Yeah.
After a few moments of you quietly observing this creature flying about, searching the underbrush, flitting to and fro, finally leaves.
Bye.
You go back.
You're sleeping, isn't it? You're
What was that?
sleeping. I'm saying you're sleeping.
I'm not actually talking to it. That was out of character. My ass is asleep. I'm dreaming of beautiful elven ladies. Well,
Nice.
He's right
lady.
across the camp from you.
Well, one lady in particular.
Aw.
You may continue your leap. At the end of the day, there would have been more rations taken as well.
How many am I killing?
4.
Okay.
And 4 more gallons of the kit.
Alright, taking care of it. Okay. Both things are adjusted.
Right.
Hey, real quick, DM, you still got the my aid from the other day still on my character? If you could remove that, appreciate it.
Oh,
I see I could be eating rations. I just lowered it. I'll eat them in the future.
Thank you.
you wake up the next morning, same as before, the brightness of the sun waking you up at dawn, and we are going to continue on same as before. So Mr. B, dexterity dexterity, animal handling, Melian and vivacity, wisdom, perception, and knocked intelligence investigation.
I should.
Jesus.
Better.
Ouch.
My ass is not seeing anything.
Oof.
Well, mine is, so we're good.
Yeah, but how well can I handle?
I really should start casting. No, I can't. It doesn't last that long. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
Right. Breaking camp from 5 a.m. You set out at 6 a.m. and you're able to travel 15 miles.
So that's 5 hours.
For 5 hours. To get there. Braking for an hour. Counter. And everybody make your check again for the second travel leg.
All right. Hey.
Same roll.
Much better.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Make it 12 miles. No encounter. Same thing as before, another 5 hours of downtime to allocate.
I should destroy 8 water total, right?
8, yes, 8 water total, and then 4 rations.
I'm gonna do the same as before. And go hunting. Foraging.
And this before I'll set some traps.
And then don't forget about the insect repellent as well.
Oh, yeah. That's 3? I'm not using it.
And then you said you're doing traps?
Yes.
Okay. So making the camp checks, so Melian and Viv, I need wisdom perception at disadvantage, and Noct, I need intelligence at intelligence investigation.
I thought it was survival to make traps. Set traps.
For finding the camp.
Oh, finding it again.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Disadvantage, Melian and Viv.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Ah, shit. Should I just roll again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Seems like
Okay,
I'm
yeah, you find everything again. Perfect campsite.
nice.
All right. Settling down for the night. Noct, please make me the set traps check.
Oof.
7. This is the third day. And then going into the watch once more. Resting Leoman's tiny hut.
Sparkle, sparkle. We don't do camouflage, we do glamouflage.
At the end of the day, there's 5 hours, right?
Yeah, 5 hours to the end of the day. That's how many crafting hours you have.
And then what about watch time? Am I still up for like a couple hours during that period?
Yes. You get 2 hours each night to work on that during the watch. Settling down for your long rest. Once it gets to Vivacity's time, Vivacity, you are woken up.
What? Huh?
And you begin your watch, where you hear movement, much like Mr. Bubbles and Melian had heard before as well, from a tiny creature flapping its wings. As you are keeping an eye on the outskirts, you see...
Am I aware?
Yeah, you would be aware too, Mr. B.
Cool.
Melian too, because she's in her trance.
Oh.
But you see this creature.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's pretty.
Looks dangerous.
But it's
It's about
pretty.
cat-sized with butterfly wings.
That's adorable. I want one.
Besides a cat, are you like actually scared of it? Go tame it. Go tame it, Viv. Get out your flute.
But I already have a snack.
Get another one.
I have a snack.
Butterfly snack.
I have a snack already.
Butterfly snack. It's right there.
Let's see.
When will you have this opportunity again? I'm your subconscious speaking. I'm not Dr. Offbay.
The gaslight.
Joke's on you. I never listen to my subconscious.
Do you do anything?
I'm gonna wait it out and see if it gets close enough to be threatening. And I know that if it does, I won't need to do anything because Mr. Bubbles already got his eyes on it.
Yep.
It sits on a branch,
I have
looks
my hand
around.
out ready.
and you hear something odd. There's a stifled giggle,
Oh.
and suddenly it disappears.
Oh, don't like that. That's suboptimal. I think we're being watched.
Where it was perched, you saw it very clearly. It looks around. It doesn't look like in your direction, like it knows you're there. You don't get that sense. But it kind of looks around just to like gain bearance on its surroundings. And then you hear the giggle, which comes from the creature. And then it disappeared as it like slowly shimmered. And then it like shimmered and then turned like invisible, it seems like.
I'm ready to do things.
And I mean, Dr. Alfie is sleeping. She ain't involved in this. But
She's inside.
just resting.
She shouldn't even be on the map right now. Where's the fortress? That's where she is. With a wagon.
I want you to know that I tried to drag the wagon as a token onto the field.
Are you doing anything?
I'm waiting and ready. I am prepared for it to do something.
We have Leoman's tiny hut, right?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yes, big shiny bubble.
No, not never mind. Mr. Bubbles would still be like...
He's too stupid to realize that
he
he
would
stays
be-
in the comfort.
He would be like battle ready, like, what's it gonna do, what's it gonna do? But
Gonna do when it comes for you.
it'll never do anything because it's Liam and Tiny Hut.
All right.
We are in a big.
Time passes, and nothing happens. And dawn comes once again. You wake up, finishing your long rest at the time of 5 a.m. You may break your fast, as well as do any day preparation. So this would be the time that you actually want to do the insect repellent salves.
Okay, I can go ahead and track those now. Done.
Alright. Setting out once again, Mr. Bubbles, Dexterity, Animal Handling, Melian, Wisdom Perception, Vivacity, Wisdom Perception, and Knocked Intelligence Investigation, please.
Disadvantage or?
Nope.
There you go. Alright, cool.
And Eku has been navigating this entire time.
Could you imagine if we were using canoes? Like fools?
You are able to travel 20 miles. Right here. Stopping for an hour. continuing on. More checks from everybody again, please.
Ugh.
Either we've been getting really lucky with those encounter rolls, or the DM's really planning something big.
Right?
Oh, just completely, just rolling completely randomly. Alright, Viv, I need a perception check from you.
Okay.
The way forward is a little bit more difficult. You're only able to travel 9 miles. And nothing is encountered once again. As you get to this curve in the river, you see something ahead of you. There appears to be a riverside camp up ahead from what you can see. It is still about 10 miles away, but there is a sign of civilization. And as the darkness of evening envelopes the area once again in darkness, what do? You're setting up for camp, or are you trudging on?
How many hours would it take to reach that camp?
So, you traveled for 3 hours and got 9 miles. So it would be another 3 miles for an hour at this point.
Okay, so I wouldn't be able to get there and back within the 5 hours free time that we have. Okay. I was going to see if I could scout out the camp, but I would hold that off.
Okay. Five hours of downtime to spend as you see fit.
I'm gonna finish these Clubs of Overworker strength. This is a really good adventure for crafting.
Yeah.
All we do is travel.
And I'm training.
I'm
Lots of
going
training.
to... Did we share this information with the group of the thing that left? Viv, did you share the information with the group that there was something that was lacking?
Oh no.
Okay, so not knowing that, we're just gonna go with Sir Fluffy and forage again.
Foraging? Okay.
Viv was so sleepy, she probably just thought she was imagining something, especially she was probably just like, okay, yeah, this is some weird ass dream. It's okay.
It was those mushrooms, man.
Oh, mushrooms.
Okay, Melian, please make me a wisdom survival check. The 13, you gain 2 rations. Dr. O, go ahead and add that to the inventory.
Okay, alright. Inventory.
Anything anyone else is doing with their downtime?
Go try and take extra caution to set up those traps.
Okay.
In case whoever is down there is not friendly.
Alright, go ahead and do your set traps with advantage. And spend extra time doing that.
Perfect.
Our kegs are almost drained. We probably want to replace their water supply.
Dunk.
Okay. After the traps are set, if y'all want to take time to fill the kegs up, it only takes 10 minutes to ritual cast, so.
Okay, yeah. So what you could honestly do is you could just take the water from the river Ocean Star, and then you could do the purify water and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. So then your keg could be completely refreshed out.
Alright,
Done.
let's clean this up, baby. And then we take 4 rations. Oh, I can do it this way. That's so much easier. Okay. Good. Everything's replenished. And taken for food.
Awesome.
For the day.
Awesome. Getting into the habit of it now.
I did finish some gloves of overstrength. So if we want to take out 190 gold or so, and Dr. Offbay will kind of come out, unless you want to talk about it first and judge if the pace seems too fast.
The gloves or gauntlets?
They would have been gauntlets of overstrength.
Gauntlets of overstrength.
I called them gloves because I forget the word gauntlets exists.
Beautiful.
Gauntlets of ogre strength or ogre power?
Should be strength. Whatever gives the solid 19, I believe is the correct one.
Okay, because
I think it's power.
Yeah, gauntlets of ogre power. Okay, got it.
It's just weird wording
Yeah.
differences. That's all.
I just asked because I typed it in and nothing came up, so. But I saw ogre power. Okay, I'm gonna drop that in your inventory. Gauntlets of ogre power.
You can just give it to Noct.
Knocked? Okay.
Ooh.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. And I need to get rid of my ogre hands.
So jealous.
Do you wish to attune to those?
Yes, I would love to attune to those.
Okay. Your strength is now 19.
After putting on the gauntlets and attuning to him, Noct immediately grabs the heaviest branch he could find and starts bench pressing.
Nice.
So
Okay.
excited to actually be able to have strength.
You're strong. You're strong, Al, now.
Strong.
All right. So setting up for camp. Melian and Viv, please make me perception checks at disadvantage, and then Noct, make me an intelligence investigation check in the camp.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
No, those are solid rolls for disadvantage.
Yeah, but the other one was a 20, so it hurts.
Yeah, you got
Fair.
a total of 40, so you guys are fine. You find comfortable, defendable, and hidden, so a perfect campsite again, because you get to improve all. Now, setting up for the night. As you are setting up your campsite, suddenly, I'm going to need everybody to make me a wisdom perception check.
Oh,
Oh, that's the wagon. That's the wagon.
so not great.
Could have been worse.
Okay. This map.
I just gotta say, this is a really nice map. I like it.
It's very nice. It's very pretty.
You are all busy making your camp as the sun has just set. Okay. As the sun has just set, you're all busy making camp, tending to your things. You suddenly hear the soft rustling of leaves. You do anything?
I look.
I also look.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was your
Oh.
your perception checks,
So that was my hearing perception.
and then you didn't see anything, but your senses are kind of telling you danger right now.
Alright, Dr. Offbay climbs on Mr. Bubbles.
And I ready my rocket grab.
I'm pulling my bow.
Noctwill draws his mace and shield.
Okay.
He giggles a little bit at how light the mace feels now.
Ugh, giggling.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh.
Suddenly, within view, a humanoid figure emerges, carrying a spear, looking around. Looks to be like a male that is hunting. Thankful to your hidden and defendable property, he has not spotted you. Does not know about your camp.
Offbay's just gonna keep quiet and watch.
Same.
Yeah.
Unless he attacks.
Agree. Indeed.
I'm gonna look at Surfboard and go, shh.
Alright. As you see him pass, see a great many others
Oh, Jesus.
suddenly appear. And they walk by without noticing.
Act natural, everyone.
It appears to be a hunting party of sorts. They pass by, not doing anything. Thankful to you finding such a nice campsite.
Woo. There's a lot of tension in the air right now.
I'm sweating.
Like IRL.
Both.
Oop.
And you may
Just don't
begin
fight me.
your rest.
Can I ask Iku, since I only do my transfer, can I ask Iku if she knows anything about the party?
Those were cannibals.
Ah,
Oh, lovely.
Oh, so Dr. Offbay and I had nothing to worry about.
Oh, I should have tried to identify them. Damn.
There are other human tribes in Chult that do not live in Port Nyanzaru. It is a wild country. It is good they did not notice us.
I would say I saw a lot of them. Do they usually hunt in big parties like that?
Yes. It is possible to encounter a small amount, but they usually do not. There is strength in numbers. Though they may be savage, they are not stupid.
Alright, I'm sure glad that we found the spot. Alright, I'm going to... We already did the activities for before we sleep, right?
You did the what?
The activities before we fall asleep?
Oh, yeah. So you did your 5 hours, and then those cannibals came right when you were, like, getting ready for your, long rest.
Our nappy nap.
Gotcha.
Throughout the night, Dr. Afe does a couple hours reading, get some goodsies.
I'll be taking first watch. Say good night, guys. Don't dream about the cannibals.
Well, now we
that's
will.
not gonna happen. and the cannibals will definitely be living rent free in my head for a little while.
Dr. O, please make me an intelligence check with a +6 modifier as you are reading.
I don't need to do that. I'm just like generically reading, and we can just talk about if it does anything later. Like I don't want to force you to get lore every time I do it.
Gotcha.
I'm at 7.5 hours though. Living our best life.
So back on the player map, or I should say, going throughout the night, Leoman's tiny hut is cast. You wake up the next day, refreshed, completing another long rest. Did you take the provisions and everything, Dr. O, for that day?
I did.
Okay.
I definitely did. And now it's morning time.
Yes, it is morning time, 5 a.m. at this time. Breaking camp would take to 6 a.m.
All right, taking care of the insect repellent.
Man, you're so on top of things.
So it's Dr. O just like pouring like some ooze on her oozy hands and just slapping us with it.
I mean, I thought you would put it on yourself, but if you'd like me to apply it for you.
No, thanks, it's okay. Thank you, Dr. O.
The ooze just slapping you with more ooze.
Yeah, you don't know what part is like the salve and what part is Dr. O.
I think first thing Doc's going to do when he wakes up in the morning after doing all that is he's going to fly up and see if the camp that we saw earlier is still there.
Okay. You do see the camp is still there. As you fly up, you notice it looks like a more civilized camp. You don't suspect that the cannibals were there.
Okay.
That was going to be
it's
my follow-up.
something else.
Okay. He's going to
All
relay
right.
what he saw to the group.
So, are we continuing on the same path, or are we deviating?
I want to go to the same path.
Okay. Please make your traveling checks. Mr. Bubbles, dexterity, animal handling, Melian, and vivacity, perception, and knocked investigation.
Good work.
Glad y'all did something.
Well,
Doc's is spending his time flying around thinking about those cannibals and wondering if there's any way we could talk to them.
Yeah.
You're playing with your new muscles.
That too.
Yeah, look how strong I am.
We're all just here for Knock, like, yay! You did it, Knock!
You are able to make 20 miles of progress this day. this first travel leg. As you pass by the camp on the river, you come upon an abandoned riverside camp strewn with wreckage. The tents are moldy and tattered, and all the permanent structures appear to have burned to the ground. 2 intact rowboats are tied off to a short dock. North of the camp is a ridge built into which is an 80-foot-tall stone statue carved to look like a man with a crocodile on his back. Between the statue's feet is a stone archway leading to a dark tunnel. To the left of the statue is a crude animal pen with a small, panicked bird running around inside it. There are no other signs of life.
Does the camp look recently disturbed? Whatever did this was...
Uh-oh. Poor cannibals.
Like the camp was recently attacked, like within the last day or so. So I'm trying to figure out.
It does not seem to be recent. Seems to be a healthy measure of time ago that this may have happened.
Okay.
So you can feel less bad.
How many hours in are we right now?
5.
Oh, okay.
Wait, no, you're 1 hour in.
Okay.
In that case, the bird probably looks a little malnourished, doesn't it?
A little far away for you to determine that.
Way down there, okay.
Can everyone else see the map?
Yeah, I see it.
Yes, you know.
Yes.
Is my token on the map?
Yeah.
Oh, it is now. Okay.
You're a
I
big
got it
girl.
now. It's all good.
You're a big girl right now. So is Nact. He's a big boy.
Do you wish to
Hello.
investigate?
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Offbay doesn't care to. This seems like a distraction, but everybody else seems eager to do something, so she'll climb on Mr. Bubbles.
Do you know what this place was?
This campsite was known as Camp Righteous. The Order of the Gauntlet established it some time ago. I must say I do not know what happened, but if you do not wish to investigate, perhaps we should move on.
For what I'm kind of curious.
I want to help the bird in the tree.
That right there is called the House of the Crocodile. It is an ancient Chultan shrine upon which the Order built their camp around.
What happened to it? Looks like there was plenty of people here.
I believe they have relocated, actually. From my understanding, the Order of the Gauntlet came here to wage war against the undead army. There's another camp further down the river called Camp Vengeance. It is a second wave. Perhaps they might know.
Well, DM, do we see the chicken?
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of curious about what happened here, but we cannot leave that poor chicken there.
Do you guys speak with animals, Mel?
Yes, I do.
maybe you can go ask the chicken what's going on.
Yeah, I want to help the chicken. Let's help the chicken.
It's
Will.
dinner for the owl, bear, and snake.
It is not dinner for anybody.
It's your
Help
dinner.
that chicken. Isn't that right, Mel?
Yes, exactly.
Thank
Thank you.
Mhm.
Dinner.
So, I would like to get closer. Carefully.
Noct would like to fly overhead, try to kind of scout the area, make sure it's safe for the rest of the party.
Okay.
Dr. Offbay's just reading on Mr. Rubble's shoulder, not really paying any mind to any of this.
Noct, please make me a wisdom perception check. Noct, you fly overhead, and you don't see anything causing you concern. There's just the wreckage. There doesn't appear to be any humanoid or civilized presence nearby. There's just the empty shrine.
Noct will fly back and tell the group, I think it's safe to move. I don't see anything.
Oh, thank you, Noct.
There is an axe beak in the pen. You know, this is a what would you call it? An animal kind of native to the Chultan region. A large bird. Think like a chocobo.
Oh my god. Mel. Mel, what
You
is
endeared
that?
us all to it immediately.
Oh dear God.
It's like, Mel, what is this creature? It's so cute.
It's an axe beak.
An axe beak. Wait, so is its beak really sharp?
I mean, it depends on how strong they can hit you with that.
Oh, well,
It can do some damage. So.
no, sure it's cute. Talk to it. Talk to it, Mel.
Alright, I want to get closer to the chicken,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay.
Keeps calling it a chicken.
All birds are chickens to us. That's just
That's
how. I mean,
reasonable.
we call our Conora chickens. So.
It only makes sense.
Go ahead and move around.
That is so happening.
Where's the
You
chicken?
all see the map, right?
Yeah, but I don't
Okay.
know where the chicken is.
Yeah.
Ah,
where?
gotcha. Okay.
Where's the
Over
fella?
there.
Alright.
Carefully. I would like to just take a quick look into the tent, make sure no one that's around.
Oh my god, it does look like a dodo that has an axe beak. That's crazy.
I really wish you
I wonder why they named it an axe beak.
Yeah, I know. It's. Well, I wonder where they came up with that name.
Do you see anything in the tents?
In the tents to the north? No.
Alright, so I'm just gonna keep moving, get closer to the chicken.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was just. Sorry, I didn't realize I just wasn't supposed to see that. I thought it was just like a weird thing with Fantasy Grounds not showing me everything. I'm sorry. 'Cause I didn't see doors or anything. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I don't need to go up there. I need to stay by Dr. Offbay anyways. I was just trying to see the statue. So,
Gotcha.
where's Dr. Offbay?
Remember,
Put me
where
back
you
by
move,
Dr.
once
Offbay.
you're on a map, where you move is where you are.
Yeah, okay. It was just like, because everything was black, like we couldn't see anything, so
Yeah,
including the bird initially. So that's why I was just like, oh, We just need to see more.
Well, that's just that's how the vision works.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh no, you suffer.
Where is she?
You're not with me. I'm over by the axe
Yeah.
beak.
Yeah, I tried to move and then Nomad canceled my move, so.
Nock definitely, though, would have been sitting at the foot of the statue looking at it.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I'm approaching the pen.
Me too. I'm going with no.
Hello, friend.
And you cast Speak with Animals on yourself, right?
Yes.
The small axe beak is running around the pen, kind of panicked. As you approach and you speak to it, it replies, "Oh, please, help me, get me out,
What happened?
get me out, I'm trapped.
It's gonna be okay. We're gonna let you out. Do you know what happened?
It's just panicking, get me out. Doesn't seem to be, wanting to converse right now.
Is it like bigger than I am?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, that changed things a little bit. I was just gonna jump into there, but okay, it's probably gonna fine. I'm gonna get some a ration from my pouch. It looks hungry, right?
It looks what?
Thin. Does it look thin?
No.
Okay, well, that's okay. I'm still gonna get like some rations out of my pocket, and one ration actually, and just hold it for him. He's like, "Hey, it's okay. We're gonna let you out. Just come in here."
Make me an animal handling check.
Oh my god.
It's too panicked and frightened. It's kind of ignoring you at this point, and it's just flapping around trying to get out of the pen.
Seeing all this going on, Nock will kind of fly down behind Melly and be like, "I have a spell that might work, that might help in this situation. You'd like me to use it?"
What kind of spell?
It's a common motion spell.
Oh, nice.
Oh yes, yes.
At this point, Nock will definitely point towards the axe beak, and he will whisper. He'll just say, "Calm yourself." You'll cast calm motions on the creature.
Okay.
See. Okay, he's got to make a DC 15 charisma save. Go ahead, throw that on him real quick.
The axe beak succeeds on its saving throw.
Oh my god.
Wow, get good knocked.
You know what? Double down.
And you hear the bird begin squawking. Melly, and you hear it start shouting louder. Help me, I'm stuck. Help me, I'm stuck.
Oh my god. Okay, if he's gonna attract some attention, I'm gonna go. Is there like I see a little gate over here. I'll just say, all right, guys. Put some distance, just a little bit. I'm gonna open it for him. He's just not taking it. He's not calming down at all.
You open the gate?
I have Mr. B. Could you grapple him as he's leaving?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Why are you grappling him?
Like just hold him in place. Like just
Like he
grab him.
tries to run away. Which he probably will, because he seems like it. I don't know.
Why are we trying to grapple the chicken? Dr. Offbay looks up from her book.
Well, I can talk to it, but he's too panicked to tell me what happened here. and he might have some information.
Grabbing it will make it less panicked?
Well, it's gonna keep it from getting our attention from something. We can, I don't know, close his beak. We can pat his head.
Mr. Bubbles is not the most comforting presence.
Right.
I love that Melly just agreed with no mercy.
Suddenly,
Oh no.
as you are figuring out what to do and how to handle the axe beak, you hear the sound of crashing twigs and branches. Looking north, to see 5 adult axe beaks crashing out of the jungle. I need everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh, shit.
Do you want to do a little bit of diplomacy here?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt.
Oh man, that was almost a 20.
That was not almost a 20.
Oh my god.
All right, Iku has to roll. It's her. There it is. And we'll say Droop stayed behind. All right, Iku goes first, actually.
Maybe just go back to the wagon, Aku.
Aku is going to target Knocked, Melian, and Vivacity and cast Bless.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And that takes us to Axebeak 3, who is going to be shouting, Melian, as you hear this, "Get away from our kid!"
Oh my god.
I don't want to hurt them.
I also don't want to hurt them. I can't
And
understand them, but
is going to run up and attack Mr. Bubbles.
Oh no, no, no,
And
no, no, no.
crash down with its beak on top of him. There's a 20 hit.
Yep.
Mr. Bubbles, you take 10 points of slashing damage as the beak cuts into your metal plating. Vivacity, what do you do?
And thus diplomacy fails.
it hasn't failed yet. Melly hasn't got
Mel
there.
Mel hasn't spoken. I'm thinking, okay, the bird wants out, right? The bird wants out. Okay, we let it out. Fine. If we have to fight it, what's one more? So Viv is gonna open the gate. Maybe that'll make them stop.
All
Go,
right,
go,
I'm
be
in front of
free,
the
you,
gate.
be free, you little fucker, and leave us alone.
Viv
No.
moves up and opens the gate to allow the fledgling Axebeak to escape.
Mel, tell the thing to take its baby and go.
I'm hearing Viv. I won't stop it from passing me if it tries. I'll be like, fine. Oh, wait. Is there some kind of save I can make, Nomad, that you'll let me make to, like, fight my nature?
Yeah, you can make a wisdom save.
Alright.
And Dr. Offbay will tell you to let them go.
Oh.
Also,
Okay.
I would say you succeed.
Yeah, with her telling me, yeah, okay. It'll pass, but it will be able to. I won't stop it. if
All
it
right.
tries.
Anything else of vivacity?
No, I'm just like, go, you little shit. Mel, tell it to go. Tell it to go with its family. Bye-bye.
All right, we go to the Axe Beak's turn. It is going to run, jumping up, soaring through the air. Get out of the pen.
What do you mean you can soar through the
What
air?
the fuck?
It's just a figure of speech. Runs out of the pen to get out of the way. And is
Like we
going
open
to,
the gate and it just flies right over the fence.
It's going to dash to get away. Taking us to Noct's turn. What are you doing?
Well,
These are your kinfolk. These are your
no.
That's racist.
No. That is so racist.
These are your avian brethren.
Noct is offended.
Oh, please. Oh,
Wait till we can make double jokes later. It's fine.
it's fine. I'll just laugh.
Immediately sees the devil. Is that your mom?
Wow.
I don't have a mom.
Oh god.
It's Petty in here. Petty.
Shit.
Okay, Noct is going to try, hoping to de-escalate this situation. He's going to fly up here. Use his full 30 movement to fly at an angle to get 15 feet above the ground, and he's going to try to. You know what? Yeah, I think he's going to attempt to cause fear on Axebeak 3.
Okay.
Going to try to force it to flee from the battlefield. All right, let's see if its wisdom is bad.
Considering calm emotions.
What does your cause fear look like?
So he's going to fly up. He's not even going to whisper anything. He's not going to say anything coherent. But you see his mouth move in a slight whisper as the whole world turns gray and dull, and Noct's one eye, his grayed out eye, suddenly goes pitch black, and Baxby is just staring into a deep void of nothing.
I was going to suggest the fear looks like a pen.
Damn.
Just a giant bird cage. Oh god. Yeah, now he's frightened. He
Right,
failed.
very cool. Your cause fear is successful as the
go.
Axebeak becomes frightened.
Alright. That was his action. I don't think he's going to... Actually, no, I think he's going to use his... Actually, he can't use healing word. Never mind. Yeah, that's going to be his action. That's going to be it. Oh, sorry. Let me... There you go. Oh.
No, that worked. You did well.
Okay.
Axebeak 1 is now going to go. Going to move 20 feet there. 35. 45 feet to get right here. And attack Mr. Bubbles.
Seriously? Come on.
Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay, taking us to Axebeak 2.
God, our initiative was so bad.
Damn, everybody rolled better than
Gonna
y'all.
move 45 feet to there. 50
Look how
feet to
close
get
they are
there.
for calm emotions.
I'm... if they're
And
attacking
then
me...
it's gonna
talk to
dash to get here. Taking us to Melian's turn. What are you doing, Melian?
Sorry, I thought I was talking. I pressed the wrong button. Mel is going to try to say as loud as possible. We did not mean to harm him. We were trying to free him and ask what happened. We don't want to fight.
Make me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
A persuasion with advantage?
Disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, persuasion is not. Oh, is it charisma?
Yes.
Oof.
Nope.
God.
With a 9, you just hear the axe beaks kind of speaking battle cries right now. Defend the young one!
Okay, so that was my action, right?
No.
Oh no, that's just like freebies?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to see. Okay, I'm gonna as a bonus action I'm gonna oh wait. This spell is concentration, right?
What is concentration?
Speak with animals.
No.
Oh, nice. Okay, I am going to then cast Healing Word on Mr. B.
Okay.
You could have done that even if the spell was concentration.
Wow.
Mr. Bubbles, you regain 5 hit points.
And I'm just going to tell everyone they are just desperate, guys. Let's retreat. And I know I just made enemies with Mr. B. Yeah, I'm just gonna move like 15, get close to Echo and Droop because I don't want to leave them like alone there.
Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes, we need to stop listening to me.
Okay, Mr. Bubbles, you are up. What do you do?
Mr. Bubbles, let's retreat.
Oh,
Yup. And she'll pat Mr. Bubbles' head. Pat, 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 pat.
He said not want this.
I'll disengage. And then I'll slink away at half movement.
Oh,
You can hear the pain in his voice.
yeah, he's so cute.
Like I just my shoulders slump and I just walk away, but I disengage.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
Does that end your turn?
yeah.
Okay. Axebeak 5 is going to run up.
They're not very smart, are they?
Okay. We're not making smart decisions here.
I mean, did they not see me letting their baby go? Why are they still attacking? The baby is free.
They're
Go
raged.
away.
I mean, if they keep this up for another round, like, I can't keep Mr. Bubbles.
50 movement there. Axebeak 4. Move here. Dr. O, what do you do?
Alright. It's a very good question. You know, she'll prepare to use her staff in case diplomacy fails. If they are attacked after Million has another go at trying to end this, then she'll attack back.
Okay.
For now, she'll just direct Mr. Bubbles to head back towards the wagon. That we want to leave them alone.
Okay.
I mean, I was going the opposite direction away from the hex peaks, but
We're heading to the wagon, Mr. Bubbles.
that's towards the
Yep. We're heading towards the wagon, Mr. Bubbles.
towards the axe peaks.
And we're gonna go around the tent, Mr. Bubbles. Go into the wagon.
What tent? Oh,
I mean, there's that big
that's the
brown tent.
axe beaks.
You can go under it. There's not axe beak south of it.
Oh my
This is the most difficult it has ever been for Mr. B.
Yeah, this is hard for Mr. Bubbles. We need to help get him going. Calm these things down. She'll look at Noct and Melly. Otherwise, Mr. Bubbles will start going at them. And then that is the end of Dr. Offbay's turn.
All right, we go back to the top of the order with Aku.
To the wagon.
Aku shouts, "If we just get out of their territory, perhaps they will leave us alone."
Dude.
Good.
She
thing.
is going to disengage. And she is going to run around this way. Taking us to Axebeak 3, who is frightened and is going to run the other direction, squawking after its frightened fledgling. Taking us to Vivacity's turn. What do you do?
I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lay a finger on these birds. Sorry. First of all, I like birds. Second of all, I like Melian. So, hurting any of these birds is gonna lose me points in both of those respects. So I am going to disengage. We're gonna go to the wagon with Dr. O and Mr. Bubbles.
Okay. Go ahead, move your token.
Oh, wait, which way is the wagon? Is it to the
South and left.
south and left? Okay.
Way to mix direction types.
Anything else?
Well,
you wouldn't be able to actually get there because the tent would be.
Can't I just go under? I can't go under the tent. Okay, I'll go this way.
Yeah, you could go.
Right here. I'll just go around it. Yeah, I'll just go around the tent.
Okay.
Yeah, over near Iku.
Knocked.
All
You're
right.
up.
All right, he's gonna fly over 20 feet over here. No, actually, I think he's gonna fly 30 feet right here.
Okay.
Gonna get a good idea of where everybody is. Okay, all three of them right there. So I think following off-base advice, he's gonna. Is it a square or sphere? Sphere. It's a sphere. A 20-foot sphere emanating right here. He's going to cast Calm Emotions.
Ooh.
Again. So all four of those, other than three, who's way out there, has to make a Charisma save.
Okay. All but Axebeak 4 fail.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say succeed, and I was gonna laugh.
All right. So
Axebeak.
for a minute straight, all three of those become indifferent towards us.
Yep.
Let me see. I still got them all. The ones targeted. Yes. I'll slap that effect on them. So they're now indifferent. And he screams out towards Melian. All right, I've calmed their emotions a little bit. See if you can reason with them now. And that's going to be his turn.
Okay.
Literally.
Axebeak 1 is going to stay where it is and just kind of paw the ground with its talons, looking threatening and menacing. Same with Axebeak 2, taking us to Melian's turn.
Alright, I am going to put my hands up and again try to say as loud as I can, we do not want to harm you. We were trying to save your child. We don't want to fight you guys. Please.
The Axebeaks kind of respond in unison, broken, as they are kind of just like talking. Defended, little one defended. Keep watch, keep an eye on them. Don't let them come near. They're just saying things like that amongst themselves.
Does that include 4?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very calm.
I mean, they're not attacking.
They're not aggressive.
Yeah.
It's as calm as we're gonna get. I mean, they're birds. You ever been around birds? They're on high.
Yeah.
They're on high anxiety at all times.
So I am going to like backwards walk, like all the way as well, showing them that I am not threatening. And then I'm just going to move back.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn.
Mr. Bubbles, what do you do?
I leave.
He's so upset.
It's just hard for Mr. Bubbles. He was attacked by something and he has to let it go. But imagine if a child hit you, Mr. Bubbles. You wouldn't attack a child, and these birds are like the same thing.
Who says?
They're dumb. Okay, you wouldn't if I told you not to. Probably. Hopefully.
All right. Next takes us to Axebeak 5, who's still pawing the ground. They seem to be like kind of in this herd mentality, just like stating their place. As they see you are all moving away non-threateningly, they stay put, just keeping an eye on you, but they seem to have definitely calmed down, and they're even like backing away slowly at this point. Dr. O, do you want to do anything?
Nope. She'll go back to reading. I'm not concerned about this at all.
All right. The Axebeaks then back up slowly, moving back to the edge of the jungle. Disappear.
You
We
did
are
a
out
good
of
job.
initiative order.
Mr. Bubbles is very upset.
Dr. Alfei pets his head, his little metal head, while she reads her book. You did good, Mr. Bubbles. I know that was hard for you.
It was literally attacking me.
And she'll stop her book and heal Mr. Bubbles.
That could have gone better. And we didn't gain any information from that.
No mercy.
That's for creatures that can come back and kill us later. These are birds, they're dumb. They're not running away to go get bigger birds. We have no mercy on creatures that can come back later and murder us. They're chickens. Little baby chickens.
Alright, so I clearly cannot be trusted with decisions. Do you guys want to investigate this?
Damn.
Do you guys want to investigate something here, or do you just want to be on our way?
Because I think I'd rather just leave.
Yeah.
They may come back.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't see much of a reason in staying. This isn't getting us closer to our objective.
True. I'm just gonna go back to the wagon.
Okay.
So does Dr. Alfei know anything about the statue that with the alligator back?
You definitely would not, because you're not from the area.
She's been reading a lot about the area, though.
Okay. Aku actually kind of notices you looking at the shrine, and she's gazing at it as well. And as if kind of reciting something like a story, She says, "In the early days of the world, man stood by the banks of a river, frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the water and asked, 'What troubles you, cousin man?' Man said, 'I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone, because it teems with your brethren.' Crocodile replied, 'It's true, you would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back if you promise to return the favor.' Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, 'How can I repay you?' Crocodile replied, 'I wish to see the realm of humans, but I fear to go there alone because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm.' Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise. So he carried Crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore in his anger that never again would men and crocodiles be friends, so it has remained to this day."
Damn.
A very interesting folklore.
Fascinating.
There are many tricksters in jungle. Lord, the trickster gods of old who have disappeared along with Ubtao.
Learn something new every day. Dr. Offbay will smile, returning to her book.
Viv wants to write that story down. She likes collecting stories from people. Maybe one day she'll turn it into a song.
Right. Back to the player map. Continuing on our journey. So I would say that all in all probably took an hour of your time. So 20 miles in at noon, you would stop for your break. Say probably here. And here, right at noon, through the foliage, you see a crude timber fortification. A walled compound with watchtowers and tents inside it, encircled by a ditch bristling with sharpened stakes. There's a large gatehouse facing the river, on the shore of which are 4 rowboats tied to a wooden post. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies.
Ooh. Yummy, right before lunch.
What are you doing?
This has been 5 hours, or has it?
Yep.
Okay.
Doc will go look at Eku and be like, "This was the Camp Vigilance you mentioned earlier, wasn't it?
Yes.
Does it always look like this?"
Yes. When I pass by.
Do they have a habit of burning corpses and flaying animals?
To be honest, I do not go there. But I believe it is the remains of beasts and undead that attack the camp.
Dr. Alfay's in the wagon. She doesn't know what's going on.
Thank you for the follow.
Oh, no, wait. We're stopped and we're making camp now, I guess.
Should we visit them?
I don't see any reason why we would. This isn't part of our objective. We're heading to Mabala,
Harsh.
not Camp Vengeance.
Cat vengeance.
You know, some things just aren't our problem. This is one of them.
No cat.
No.
I just wonder if they have, like, any other information or... I don't know. But then again, I am not going to make any more decisions, at least for today.
Wow.
I support us stopping there if you want. I don't see any reason that we need to. And I think we must be getting close to Mabala now.
Well, I guess if we need it, we could always come back. All right.
Okay, so we're going on?
Sounds like it.
I think we're relaxing and then keep this gravy train going.
I will need a traveling check from everybody. Once again, Mr. B, dexterity, animal handling, Melian, and Viv, perception checks,
Booyah.
and then knocked
Nice.
investigation.
Oh my god.
Nats.
Solid rolls, solid rolls.
That encounter got us invigorated, I see.
Okay, 12 miles. Have really cool interaction thing that I made, guys.
For the map. Ooh.
No one use it and make him feel bad.
Screw, don't make us kick you out of this party.
You see the? Did you see the map reveal more?
Yes.
Yeah, revealed a lot.
Yeah. So
Ooh, okay.
you have gotten to the Aldani Basin, revealing more of the map to you. So as you kind of explore these areas, it will be revealed to you, and then you can actually see it.
So we don't even have a choice to use it or not. See? So there you go.
Viv is the one that has a little bit of cartography knowledge. Is that right, Viv?
No, she's good at doodling.
Yeah, I like to make little scribbles, but nope. I am not a cartographer, I fear.
I'm gonna try. I'm not on the map itself, but I'm gonna make like a little. I'm gonna work on adding the information that we see. But because I'm not very well trained, I'm just gonna do like another piece of paper
Okay.
on my book.
Very cool. All right.
Does Iku have a suggested route to Mabala, since I assume she's made this trip?
Yeah, so she lets you know, okay, we have reached what is known as the Aldani Basin. It is a very marshy area. The insects are quite numerous here. Mbala is just over that way if we take a right to the west.
Alright, so should we go by land or should we go by keep navigating?
We will have to go by land from now on.
Alright, sounds like a deal.
Okay, so that actually takes you to the end of your day. So you get your last travel leg for this day as it gets to 4 p.m. So you have 4 hours of downtime.
4 hours of downtime today. Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, lots of mobile training.
I want to cast Speak with Animals again on myself.
Okay.
my god, can you talk to my noodle?
Yes. That's what
But you're talking to Sir Fluffy.
Well, I can talk to all of them, right?
Well, yeah, of course. You're doing it to talk to Sir Fluffy, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna talk to my noodle too.
Yeah.
Wait, I can talk to my noodle, can't I?
If you have the speak with animals, and you can because you can
familiar.
talk. Yep, so you're familiar.
Familiar, yeah. So never mind. You can just have a conversation with Sir Fluffy. I can't wait to know what he says. I'm with Mel right now because I am dying to know what's going on in that fluffy brain of his.
Yes, I'm gonna rub my hands together and cast speak with animals on myself.
And I have my noodle wrapped around. I have Big Noodle Jr. Wrapped around my shoulders, and we're carrying on a conversation. And I just want to know. We're just having like a little animal chat, just a little animal kiki, like me, Mel, and our babies. And Droop's there too, of course.
Droop is there as well.
Droop's there as well because that's my son. You know, he's not gonna get left out, and I don't want him getting jealous of my noodle because he's the jealous type.
Nomad, do you know if the 6 hours on my mobile was from the last campaign or from?
I put that on there.
Okay, like from this one, or
yeah. I'm tallying and everything, and I'll get that information to you guys outside session.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I was just checking on it to make sure it looked right.
As you reach the Aldani Basin, you see two giant creatures fighting over what looks like a giant octopus.
Oh my god. This place is wild.
On the river.
I didn't even know octopi could be in rivers.
So that thing is jumping on a giant octopus? How many of those things?
Two.
Do I know what they are?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question.
Melian, you may make me a nature check. You can make it with advantage.
Alright.
Who bought books about beasts? Hi.
You know that these are called plesiosauruses.
Please.
The plesiosaurus is a marine dinosaur whose compact body is driven by powerful flippers. Predatory and aggressive, it attacks any creature it encounters. Its flexible neck accounts for a third of its total length, letting it twist in any direction to deliver a powerful bite. This is a dinosaur, a behemoth, among the oldest reptiles in the world. Predatory dinosaurs are savage, territorial hunters, whereas herbivorous dinosaurs are less aggressive, but they might attack to defend their young or if startled or harassed.
Alright, so it's a very, very good thing we're going by land because we really don't want to mess with them. If the big chickens were already like a headache, this one is a nightmare.
It's so massive, makes you wonder just how deep does this basin get?
Mel wants to watch it. Honestly, she's like watching like a documentary. She wants to watch it because she wants to know if she eventually can turn into one of those.
It is a large beast of challenge rating 2. So I believe you could.
Eventually.
Because it has a swim speed.
Yes!
Noctis is finding the highest point he can fly up to watch with very high interest.
As you all approach, as the sky turns to dark with evening, these two plesiosaurs are battling each other, ripping and thrashing the water just before the basin. And you see the octopus just getting ripped apart as they do this savage thrashing dance, churning the water, frothing and foaming. Eventually, one of the creatures gives up, the smaller one, and you see the streaks of blood mingling into the water start to dissipate as the plesiosaur takes its trophy and dives down to disappear. Whereas before, suddenly this vicious, animalistic, and savage scene was before you, the water thrashing about, just erupting out of what seems like nothing. It goes away just as quickly. Leaves
Seems like a good
all of
source
you
rations.
with an impression that danger can happen just like that.
I'm kind of looking. Viv's kind of looking at Mel like, "How did you survive this long?"
And that is where we will end ours. Thank you so much to all of you out there who have tuned in and watch us here at the Tavern League. I hope you enjoyed this viewership, us telling this tale. Make sure to join the Discord, follow me on Twitter, like, subscribe, YouTube, all that good stuff. Twitch, step in the right direction with the simulcasting, the multi-streaming, allowing it finally. Hopefully we see more stuff like that. But this was the Tomb of Annihilation, which I run every other Sunday. We are playing again next at 9 a.m. Central, every other Sunday. 9 a.m. Central on November 12th, I think it was, whatever it is. But yeah, make sure to put that on your calendars and tune in. Come say hello. Join with us in this. And you can give advantages and disadvantages with the channel points. Remember to do that. I also run Descent into Avernus every other Wednesday, whenever we can play, and that is at 6 p.m. Central, so put that in your calendars as well. Tune into the Wednesday's Tyranny of Dragons campaign, which we are finally restarting again as we have the availability with my schedule change and the other players. We finally have a time slot that works where everybody's available for that time. So good stuff there. Getting some new players in that. I got 2 newer players, so make sure to check out, stay tuned on the Discord and everything, and see when we are live. Tune in, say hello. But for now, it is time to begin signing off. And all of the adventurers are lined up at the tavern bar, ready for the final pour. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us. This has been